Alright, well, I'm sure whoever that was and whatever's going on here. Let's go check and see where... Oh. Oh. Little trail of blood. Like she tried to quickly flee the scene. Hmm. Well, that's a level 6 door. We can't really open it, but there's really nowhere else Wolf or Meryl could have gotten to. So no harm in... Oh, no.
Don't move!
There was harm in trying. There was.
It's hard to miss when you're this close. Toss your weapon over here. Slowly.
Man, that is a chunky scope. You know, I've got like 3 more guns, right?
Stupid man.
A lady sniper, huh?
Didn't you know that 2/3 of the world's greatest assassins are women? Do you
It's
want to
true,
die now,
because
or after your female friend?
men
Which
are
will it
a
be?
little dumb, and if you're a pretty
I'll
lady,
die after I kill you.
you can just
Is
get
that
them to
right?
say all kinds of
Well,
stuff.
at least you've got spirit. I am Sniper Wolf.
And then you
I
stab him,
always
you know,
keep
and it's
dying.
like, oh my god, wow, what a great assassin. It's like, yeah, that guy was a dumbass.
You're my special prey. Got it.
Ow.
I've left my mark on you. I won't forget it. Until I kill you. You're all I think about.
Oh.
Take him away.
Can't wait to get to this sequence in Twin Snakes because, oh man, that whole scene is way more fun. Don't get me wrong, like I said, the original, you know, this version of the game, oh man, it is perfect. But oh, Twin Snakes is fun. Twin Snakes is just a lot of fun.
This is my target. Mine.
Can you hear me, Solid Snake?
Well,
He's tougher than I thought.
Do you know who I am?
no, you sound
I
British.
always knew that one day I would meet you.
Oh?
The man who stole what was rightly mine. The man who stole my birthright.
Who are you? I don't...
Forget it.
Oh.
Your body is strapped down tight.
Oh.
Me? I'm the man you stole everything good from. And now, after the sacrifice of our brothers, after 30 long years, finally, the two of us meet. The brother of light and the brother of dark.
So we're dealing with a British Chunibyo, huh?
Do you need his DNA too?
Yes. I want a sample while he's still alive. We need it to correct the Genome Soldier's mutations.
Then we'll be able to cure them?
No. We still have to get our hands on Big Boss's DNA.
Have they given in to our demands yet?
Not yet.
They won't give in. They're all hypocrites, every one of them.
Is that your opinion as a Kurd?
They always put politics first.
That's right. That's why they want to avoid any leak about their precious new nuclear weapon.
Boss, it looks like our friend is awake.
Yeah. What's going... Oh, hi. Oh, you're a colorful bunch.
There definitely is a resemblance, don't you think, little brother? Or should I say, big brother? I'm not sure. Anyway, it doesn't matter. You and I are both the last surviving
Liquid
sons of
Snake.
Big Boss.
Again, it says James Flinders, but that's
me.
Cam Clark.
Really? Then what? Oof, those idiots! All right, Raven. I'll be right there. They're not responding to our demands. We launched the first one in 10 hours as planned.
Damn Americans.
Looks like you read them wrong.
Something's funny. Normally the Americans are the first ones to the negotiating table. They must think they've got something up their sleeves.
So it's come down to it, has it? We're going to launch that nuke and ride it all the way into history.
I've got to take care of some launch preparations. You're in charge here, Ocelot.
What about you? Want to stay for the show?
I'm not interested.
Oh, Tic
Time
Tacs.
to feed the family.
Gotta freshen up.
So you prefer your wolves to my show, huh?
Ocelot, don't screw up like you did with the chief.
Yes, I know. That was an accident. I didn't think a pencil pusher like him would be so tough.
Is there a reason why
His mental
Liquid
defenses
Snake
were reinforced
is so
by
hung up on genes other than the
Boss, what about that ninja?
He's killed
aspect
12
that is a
men.
spoiler that I
Whoever
can't
he
say out
is,
loud?
he's some kind of lunatic.
Bastard took my hand.
He's weird.
You've gotten in here.
Perhaps there's a spy among us.
Among
Mantis
us.
is dead. We've also got to find out what killed
Yeah,
Baker
I don't
and
know.
Octopus.
He's
Short-handed, so make this little torture show of yours as short as possible.
the reason is thematic rather than
As you wish.
logical.
See you later, brother.
We'll talk about it more when we get to that scene, but it makes sense for Liquid to be so concerned with genetics.
The woman is still in this world.
Oh.
Catch you
Oh.
later, handsome.
Once she picks a target,
I lost
she
Lot's
doesn't
whistle
think
there.
about anything else. Sometimes she even falls in love with them before she kills them. Finally, just the two of us. How are you feeling?
Not bad. Caught a nice nap on this revolving bed of yours. Too bad I was sleeping alone.
I'm glad to hear that.
I love
Some
how
bed,
smug
all right.
Snake can be in
I'm
some of
about to
these
show you
scenes.
some of its nicer features.
Where are my things?
Oh, don't
But
worry.
once
They're
again,
all
you know,
there. Washington
I
is
don't think
taking
they
quite a
brought this
chance
with
sitting
them.
you
This
with.
looks like this
Someone
was
must
built
have
into
had
the
a lot of faith in
facility.
your skill, huh?
So, you know, imagine our friend Otacon here. He's getting a tour of the place, of the government facility where he's going to be able to build this
Gears
secret
aren't
giant
new types of
robot.
nuclear
And they're
warfare,
like, you know, don't pay attention to this floor. They've just got holding cells and a torture bed. You
By the
know,
way, you got an optical
here's your
disc
office.
President
There's an
Baker
electrified
gave you.
floor and gas.
Dead.
Is that the only disc? There's no other data?
What do you mean?
There's no copy? If not, that's fine.
Is Meryl okay?
She's not dead yet. Wolf must have been feeling generous. But if you want her to stay that way, you better start answering my questions right now. You were holding one card key. Where are the other two?
I pictured just the two of us kicking in their Phantom Pain mixtape style. When he said that, I had to
The key.
resist singing it. Yeah.
See. No problem then. We're going to play a game, Snake. And we'll find out what kind of man you really are. When the pain becomes too great to bear.
So
Just give
hey,
up and your
another
suffering
reason we're
will
playing Integral.
do. The girl's life is mine.
This part's easier. They made this easier. Just so you.
Press the circle button
I'm
repeatedly
not gonna have to
regain
press the
your
circle
strength.
button as hard.
When you've had enough, press the select button to submit. When your
One
life
of the
reaches
many
zero,
additional
game
features.
is over. There are
Might
no
be the
humans,
first
my
additional
friend.
feature, actually, that we've
Don't even
seen.
think about
So far,
using
everything's been
autofire,
pretty familiar,
or
but
I'll
yeah,
know.
this is a bit of a balance patch.
I'm going to run a high voltage electric current through your body. If it's just for a short time, it won't kill you. You're a tough guy, Snake. But I've got some bad news for you. You're no POW. You're a hostage. There's no Geneva Convention.
No, Ocelot, they
No
had to
one is
change the
coming
Red
to
Cross
save
to a Green Cross
Starting to feel a little
because it
scared.
defied the Geneva Convention.
You should be. Okay.
A lot of people were
Let's
really
get
mad about that. I mean, it's a simple texture swap, and I mean, it's not like even the first of its kind.
Okay, here we
And this
go.
kind of thing happens all the time, and really we should just be grateful that they were able to re-release the game at all. And I mean, You know, I think you're just being pedantic. Oh god, okay, I'll stop yapping.
How did you like that? Shall we go again?
Yeah, alright. I'm feeling pretty good. So my original plan for this was to go out and get some habanero peppers. I didn't get to go to a place that sells them, unfortunately. But I wanted to do the torture rounds, where every time, you know, this would just count as one round of the torture, where every time he strapped Snake to the bed, I was going to eat a habanero pepper to really enhance the experience. But we'll just have to save that for another time. Maybe I'll do another Metal Gear marathon in the future
You're the boss's brother.
after Delta
Your
comes
brother,
out.
He's an amazing man. Who else could shoot down two F-16s with a Hind helicopter? The Les Enfants Terribles project was not a total failure. He is the one man who could make my dream into a reality.
So we heard Les Enfants Terribles there. That's the first time we've heard that. That hasn't been mentioned before.
Huh? Looks like I got a roommate.
Hmm.
The DARPA chief?
He's got those little bugs on him.
What a stench.
I forgot it sounded like that. Bless you.
I caught a cold. That witch. She took my clothes. Shut up in there, will ya?
There's that voice clip. Told you it would come back.
Shut up! Shut up in there, will ya?
Alright. Let's get a save.
Snake, are you okay? I feel so scared for you. It must be horrible.
I've been through a lot worse. Believe me.
Wow, you really are a hero. It's a good thing the codec is connected directly to your inner ear. You can contact us anytime. It's always nice to hear that you're alright. Why don't you contact the Colonel? If anyone can think of a way out, it's him.
We'll save over the Ugrid passage.
Please, Snake, don't give up.
And we'll listen to Mei Ling there, and we'll call Campbell.
Snake, are you okay?
I've been better.
How's Mara?
They've got her.
Damn. Snake, the government has decided not to give in to their demands. We're trying to buy some more time.
Come on, Colonel. Why don't you stop playing dumb? I'm sorry about Meryl, but I want the lies to end now.
What are you talking about?
Metal Gear was designed to launch a new type of nuclear warhead, wasn't it? You knew it all along, didn't you?
Oh no.
Why did you try to hide it?
I'm sorry.
Can't tell the grunts, huh? You've changed a lot. Metal Gear, secret advanced nuclear weapons research. Does the White House know about this? How deep does it go?
As far as I know, as of yesterday, the president had not been briefed about the Rex project.
Need-to-know basis, is that the idea?
These are sensitive times. Even subcritical nuclear tests are causing quite a stir.
Plausible deniability, huh?
Yes. And tomorrow, the president and his Russian counterpart are scheduled to sign the START 3 Accord.
I get it. That's the reason for the deadline.
That's right, Snake. And that's why we can't let this terrorist attack go public.
We still haven't even ratified START 2, or dealt with the issue of TMDs. This has to do with the president's reputation, and America's place as the dominant superpower.
So patriotism is your excuse for circumventing the Constitution?
Please, Snake.
So, I don't think it's really a spoiler at this point,
Because you're the only
but
one who
they're
can.
talking about the
In
president,
that case,
and you know, this game was released in
I
1998.
told you before.
but takes place in 2005.
Believe you.
So at this point, you know,
Situation is so serious.
in real
Why do
history,
you give in to their demands?
obviously, we know
Let them have
Bush
big
was
bosses
president at the
remains.
time, but there's no
Or
George
is there some
Bush
reason that you can't do that?
in Metal Gear. That administration didn't happen. Instead, see, yes, we're talking about the president, so I bring this up now. There is a fictional president who, coincidentally enough, is named George, but his name is George Sears.
The corpse of the DARPA chief is
We
lying
won't
right here
talk
next
much
to me.
about him now, but we'll get to know
But
him
it's strange.
soon enough.
He looks and smells like he's been dead for days.
Yes, they are indeed gaming in the Clinton years.
Trained.
Maybe to slow down decomposition?
I have no idea.
But the chief only died a few hours ago, right?
Right, but he's already started to decompose.
What could it all be about?
Something in his blood that they wanted?
I doubt it.
A gift?
Just the
in my
nanomachines and
blood?
the transmitter.
Did the chief tell them his detonation code?
I'm afraid so. It looks like they've got both.
So
now
that's
with their
interesting.
nearly
Again,
ready to
keep that in
launch.
mind. Everything with the DARPA chief has been pretty suspicious.
Seems that there's some
But that's
type of
even
emergency
stranger. He's
override
been
device
dead
that
for
can
multiple
cancel out the
days.
detonation code.
His
To counter
body's
this,
been
an
drained
architect
of
installed
blood as if
secretly.
they wanted
You'd
to
have unlock
get
it with
something
3
from his
special
blood,
card
such as
And
keys.
where
the
are
nanomachines or transmitters or some sort of
I
data.
don't know where the other 2 are. Besides, I'm locked up here.
We've got no choice. Forget about the keys. Your top priority now is to destroy Metal Gear itself. I'm sorry to have to lay it all in your lap, but you're all I've got.
I can't really do that from inside of the cell, though, Campbell.
Also,
What? Meryl, right?
yeah,
I'll save her.
thanks.
So this would also be another good point to just bring up. Yeah, there are multiple endings in this game, and submitting to Ocelot's torture gives you, I guess, the bad end? So we're going to be going through the necessary torture sequences.
Otacon, are you still okay?
Yeah, thanks to the stealth camouflage, that is.
I have a favor to ask. I need your help.
I was wondering when you'd ask. What should I do?
I've been captured. I'm locked up here in this cell.
What cell?
There's a big torture machine nearby.
Okay, I know it.
So this is also why I bring up how odd this is. Otacon hears, oh, the torture machine. Oh, I know that wacky place. Yeah, it's a little odd. But, this torture sequence, I mentioned that... Hi. I mentioned that submitting is what gives you the bad end. I say that because this can take much longer if you don't call Otacon, if you don't call Campbell, if you don't take the, bless you, proper steps. Hey. So we're kind of going through it. Man, he's got a really big vision cone. There are a couple ways you can get out of here. We're going to be doing the most, I think the most iconic one? It's the one I think of, at least. Hey.
Shut up in there, will ya? Shut up in there.
Want to see my cool karate moves?
Shut up in there.
Remember, it's not close quarters combat.
It's showtime.
Oh,
Ocelot wants you.
it's showtime. Anyway. Could a mod a shock collar support into the Legacy Collection for me? You know, I mean, I'm not a... I think that would be funny.
Once more.
I think that would genuinely be
Press
funny.
the circle button repeatedly to regain your strength. When you've had enough,
I'm not saying I'm
press
going
the
to do
select
it, but I
button
think
to
it would be
submit.
funny to see someone
When your life
try to do
reaches
this while
zero,
being
the game is
shocked.
over.
You know,
There are no
safely,
continues,
obviously.
my
Like,
friend.
tons of people have done goofy
I
shock
fought
collar
wars in Afghanistan,
challenges. You know, it just more surprises you than
Eritrea,
anything
and
else.
Chad. Among the Mujahideen guerrillas, I was known and feared as Shalashaska. I was trained by
Is that so?
I am
Mujahideen
like one
and
of those
Shalashaska, huh? I wonder if we'll ever get to see any of that, and I wonder if we're going to hear anything about how Shalashaska is actually like a really bad like localization of the katakana and how I think it was supposed to be Sharaska.
Okay, here we go.
It's not a real Russian word, but they stuck with it, and then later on, yeah, we'll get to that. They did make it actually canon that it's a mistranslation or a misunderstanding. And I think that's kind of neat. One of the few things that, again, when we get to it, we'll talk about it. But I think it's neat that they did that.
Shall we go again?
Even though, like I said, this game to me is basically perfect, and then immediately we're going to get to MGS2 and I'll have mixed feelings. Even the games that I do have, you know, mixed feelings about, there's at least something in there that I think is cool. There's at least something worth talking about and playing.
You're a strong man.
Thanks.
Well, that's enough for now, I think.
Okay.
We live in a sad age. Imperialism, totalitarianism, perestroika. 20th century Russia has had its share of problems, but at least they had an ideology. Russia today has nothing.
They're struggling between freedom and order, and with that struggle, a new spirit of nationalism has been born.
The boss has a close friend high up in the Russian government. He's currently the head of Spetsnaz. He's agreed to purchase this new nuclear weapons system. The Hind was just a down payment.
I do like that
So you're in this for money?
Ocelot does occasionally slip into a bit of a Russian accent.
To lead a brave new world order.
I do really love I think a lot of what makes this game so beloved, particularly in the West, is the localization really was top-notch for this. Again, another thing that once we get to 2, I'll talk about more, but this game in particular, yeah, the voice acting and localization choices are top-notch. And when you compare it to its contemporaries, say like Resident Evil 2, which, another great game, but, you know, doesn't sound as good, not as cinematic as this.
I'm headed your way now. Can't you just relax? I am relaxed. I just don't know how to kill time here. Okay, I'll be there as soon as I can.
Yep, so you want to call Otacon to get him to hurry up.
You okay, Snake?
Yeah, nothing new to report.
Snake, is there anything I can do?
Yeah, my arm hurts.
This is fun.
Poor Snake. I'll increase the level of painkillers in your blood.
Okay, but you can leave out the Benzedrine. That stuff makes me too frisky.
I guess you're not feeling too bad.
I forgot he said that.
Snake, put the controller up against your arm.
Okay.
What?
Don't worry, it'll feel good.
Huh?
Okay, here I go.
Oh, that does feel good.
How does that feel, Snake? A little better?
How did you do that?
I stimulated your muscle fibers with the nanomachine cilia. That's about all I can do for you.
Naomi, please talk to me. Say something.
Little touches like that, again, are something that would be kind of missing from later games.
Anything.
Acid 1 feels more like a game that takes place in MGS1's universe and vibe than any of the following Metal Gear Solid games. Yeah, as much as I do need to go back to Acid 1, but I think I'm like 2/3 through it. I got pretty far in, and yeah, it does feel very in line with this.
Wait. There was a man who said he was my father.
Where is he?
Dead. By my own hand.
Big Boss.
So this
Big Boss
is a bit of a retcon.
I had no idea.
There was nothing you could. It happened in Zanzibar 6 years
It's a couple of reasons I'm not playing the MSX games, or I should say not prioritizing them. If we have time and I get to them, we get to them. I'm more interested in, yeah, you know, completing Acid and playing Acid 2 first.
Able to kill him?
But yeah, the MSX games, even as early as this, are only like semi-canon.
Some people just need killing.
Big Boss was not. This was never revealed to Snake.
That's the drama that Mantis was talking about. The one we shared.
Like this was never. This is something they made up for this game.
Let's just say that I needed to be alone for a while, and Alaska was the perfect place.
Snake. I didn't have a real family either.
There's a bit of a
Brother who put me through school.
novella about the events of Metal Gear 1 and 2 that are included in this game
Where is he?
that are more in line with the continuity of this.
Sorry.
Snake.
There is also a sort of true Metal Gear 3
After you've
that
been
takes
through as
place
many wars as
after
me, it's hard to trust
2,
anyone.
after the events of Metal Gear 2, but does not mess with any of the Big Boss being referring to himself as Snake's father and all that.
No.
This game series is interesting because no individual game
Big Boss
is difficult
most trusted
to
lieutenant,
understand,
and the only member of Foxhound ever to receive
but
the code name
altogether, oh,
Fox,
it's kind of a mess.
Gray Fox.
I learned a lot from him.
Didn't you try to kill each other?
It's true. We did, in Zanzibar.
This is important
There
also.
was nothing personal. We were just professionals on opposite sides.
Yep,
that's all.
Ghost Babbies. Ghost Babbies is basically Metal Gear 3.
Hard to believe. War is no reason to end a friendship.
That's insane.
Naomi has
I
really
met him on the battlefield.
hard times trying to understand human emotion.
But he didn't look like a prisoner to me. He was always so cool and precise. I was still green, and he showed me the ropes.
You knew him well?
No, we never talked about our personal lives. Sort of an unwritten rule. The next time I saw him on the battlefield, we were enemies. We were fighting barehanded in a minefield. I know it sounds strange.
I think the way Snake talks about the events of Metal Gear 2, particularly in this codec
Men in their caves.
sequence
You're like wild
as well,
animals.
I think it does enough to really
We are animals.
So if you were friends,
sum
then how
everything
did you
up
play
and
the
make it,
game?
you know, it feels like
I don't know.
the way a character in a movie would talk about their unwritten past.
They make you predisposed towards
And I think,
violence.
yeah, I think
I
it's,
really like talking about genes, Naomi.
I like it.
Why did you get into genetic research anyway?
I never knew who my parents were.
I think it's more than enough. I think playing Metal Gear 2, if you're hearing a lot of what Snake says here, and you're like, oh man, those events sound really cool, I should go play Metal Gear 2. Play Metal Gear 2 if you like archaic 8-bit games that are weird and obtuse. Some people really like those,
Memory is stored in DNA.
but I'm not as much a fan of a lot of what it does with its gameplay.
So what about my fate? You know my DNA sequence.
It's a little
don't you?
too
Your fate?
cheeky, I think.
I'm sorry, I have no idea.
Of course not. You're a scientist, not a fortune teller.
Finding game approach of, well, the core ideas are kind of canon, but don't look at the smaller details. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's like kind of, you know, hey, what happened in the prior game? Well, wait until the next game to figure that out. Oh, yeah. Let's do another safety save.
If anyone can think of a way out,
I just... Mei Ling. Medi room.